In this video, we're going to be putting up Mentorbox against Blinkist, and let's get started right now. What's up? I'm Brandon Young, entrepreneur and investor, and on this channel, I teach you how to make, save, and invest money. So if you're new here, consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Now, we've talked about Mentorbox, but we're going to be talking about Blinkist, which essentially is the same thing as Mentorbox, but it's on a different platform. Now, simply put, Mentorbox and Blinkist are ways for you to get executive summaries of some of your most favorite books, and it's basically built for busy professionals who may not have the time to read a full book because of their busy schedules. Now, one of the main differences that I spotted between Mentorbox and Blinkist is you get these summaries from two different types of people. So with Mentorbox, you're actually getting the summary directly from the author. The author is the one who is creating the videos, they're creating the content for you, so you're getting the information straight from the author's mouth. But with Blinkist, you're actually getting summaries created by the Blinkist team. They sit down at a table, they read the books, and they curate a summary based off of what they have read. So you're not getting the information straight from the author from their end. Now, the way that Mentorbox structures their chapters is just as any regular book would. They structure their chapters based off of just chapters. Now, these chapters aren't very long. They range from 4 to 5 minutes, and depending on the book, you don't have to think about maybe reading for more than 20-25 minutes. It just all depends on the book, but most of the time it doesn't range for more than 25 minutes. Blinkist, on the other hand, they separate their chapters into sections called blinks, and typically what this does is it fits a few pages of information, so all the grits, bulk, all that stuff goes into just a few pages, which is digestible and allows you to easily read or have a audio book read to you. Now, Mentorbox starts off with a bare bones cost of about $7 a month, and I think it's about $55 to $60 yearly, so isn't gonna break the bank too much depending on how much of an avid reader you are. Blinkist, on the other hand, is a $12.99 monthly fee, charging a $7.99 yearly or annual fee for their product. Now, from a genre standpoint, Mentorbox offers more of entrepreneurship type books and finance books. This platform was particularly made for entrepreneurs that are just looking to expand their entrepreneurial knowledge, so you're gonna get more entrepreneurship type books on there, but I do recall that they do offer more like business, more finance, personal finance books for an additional fee. Now, with Blinkist, the genres range from all the way from relationships, all the way to a lot of nonfiction, all the way to entrepreneurship. So there's a lot of genres, more genres on Blinkist, and Mentorbox is, kind of lacking in that area, but I can easily say that Mentorbox is created for entrepreneurship, so that is why they probably narrowed down the genres. Now, some of the pros of Mentorbox is, number one, is it is a author delivered type course or book, so when you're getting this information, you're directly getting it from the author, and I like to hear things directly from the author, because sometimes when you get information from the author and you have different teams or different people relaying this information, sometimes the information gets misconstrued or misunderstood, or you just don't get the full understanding and meaning of what they are talking about. So the fact that you're getting that information directly from the person who created the book is amazing. Now, the second pro is the focus on entrepreneurship. So me being an entrepreneur, I think the focus on this entrepreneurship and getting to see the trials, tribulations, what this entrepreneur has been through and their process, I think makes it very digestible for me, and it makes the information just hit home a little bit more. And I think that me personally, I read more entrepreneurship type books, self-help books, things that are gonna make me better in my business. So this is why I kind of like Mentorbox a little better from the content side of things. Now the pros of Blinkist, number one, is you're not gonna have any trouble finding your next big read. With Blinkist, they have a lot of recommendations, a lot of different books to choose from. So when you're finished with your book, you pretty much are gonna get a recommendation from Blinkist. You're never gonna get tired of reading. Number two pro is a very cost-effective way to buy books. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't want to pay a hefty fee, because books can go from $15 to $25, especially, you know, books that are high caliber. So if you're not one to want to buy books on a regular basis or don't want to spend that much on books, Blinkist might be a good way for you to save some money, because if you do decide to get that monthly subscription, and Blinkist does update their library pretty often, so maybe your book will get on there, you can get a nice summary and not pay that much for it. Number three is they offer multiple formats. So you do have the ebook format as well as an audiobook format. So you don't have to sit there reading, you could just hear the information. That sounds great, doesn't it? Now you gotta take the good with the bad. Now the cons of Mentorbox is, one, most of the time it feels like they're just trying to sell to you, which I don't particularly like. I like just being able to be on a platform, know that I'm getting information without being sold to. You know, I just want to grasp the information without somebody trying to sell me something. Number two con is not all courses or books are free. So sometimes you'll get into a book that's actually on the platform, and sometimes you'll go into it and you'll notice that you won't be able to like physically read the book or get the information without physically getting one of their higher tier courses, which is kind of annoying, because the fact of the matter is, when you buy a subscription service, you want it to be very transparent and you want them to basically let you know everything that you can get on there. So if you have something on your platform, you should be able to access it. They shouldn't put something on your platform that you can physically see that you don't actually have access to. Like, if I don't have access to it, don't add it to my platform. Put it on another part of the platform where I can't access it. Number three is all of the books don't include author reviews. Now, this is kind of like mixed reviewish, because I would say about 90% of the books do have author reviews, but some of them that may not have author reviews may be because the author has like passed away or stuff like that. So that's a good reason. But the fact of the matter is, I want the author reviewing the books because I feel more closer to the book. I feel like I'm getting better information when the author is actually relaying the information to me. And number four is they need to find better presenters. Now, obviously, Alex Mehr and Ty Lopez, they are great entrepreneurs by themselves, but as presenters, you know, when they're presenting some of these books that don't have the actual author reviews, sometimes, you know, they use a lot of filler words, what they're saying. I don't know, I just don't grasp the concept as much as I would as if the author were the one speaking. So I think they should probably find better presenters, better speakers to present some of these reviews. Now, the cons of Blinkist is pretty much you're missing out the full value of the book. Now, obviously, when you read a full book, you get the stories, you get all the content. The author is pretty much trying to incorporate stories into their lessons or the things that they're trying to teach you, because it's gonna help you grasp it better. It's gonna help you to remember these concepts a little bit better. But when you dumb it down, when you just put it into a 10-15 minute kind of summary, you're not really getting the stories, you're not getting the concepts to full extent, because you're kind of just summarizing it. Second con is some people feel like this way of grasping books is cheating. I do agree. I do like to go into a full book and read it and understand it, get the concepts and the stories of the book. But I do like this concept, especially being an entrepreneur. We don't have that much time, and our time is very valuable, so we want to basically grasp the important information without having to waste a whole week or two reading a book. Now, Brandon, what is the final verdict? Which one do you choose? Honestly, it's very hard to choose because I would kind of side with the Mentorbox type of thing because I'm an entrepreneur. But obviously, it's going to depend on what type of reader you are, what type of books you like to read. Because if you're an entrepreneur, I will definitely go with the Mentorbox type content. But if you're somebody who just reads and likes to read and don't particularly like to read a certain genre, I would definitely go with Blinkist. But you know, both these different apps have something good to offer. Blinkist does have a good platform. Mentorbox does have like a lot of good information, and I love the author reviews. But then again, their app does need a lot of work. So in terms of content, I'm going with Mentorbox, but in terms of simplicity and their app structure, I'm going with Blinkist. I know it's kind of a biased review. I'm not really giving you one, but I do like both of them, in fact, and I do in fact use both of them on a daily basis. But in terms of which one you should use, I'm gonna leave that up to you. If you enjoyed this video, go and leave me a like, go subscribe, and be sure to go and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. I'm Brandon Young, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.